News dropped recently that WWE 2K21 will not be happening, leaving a lot of people in the dark about what they're going to play for their wrestling simulation. Fortunately, we have some good news for you. What's up, you guys? This is Sean Ross Sapp. This is Fightful Gaming, and we're here to talk about Virtual Basement's next-gen wrestling game. As we mentioned, WWE announced that 2K21 would not be happening this year. Instead, 2K will opt for a more arcade wrestling experience. Now, there are some options out there, like Fire Pro Wrestling and the upcoming Retromania game. However, for a true 3D simulator alternative, who knows when the next time we'll get a game will be. 2K says they're focused on making the next edition as good as possible, but after that lousy effort of 2K20, can you really trust them even then? Well, now a new challenger has entered. Virtual Basement is entering the fray, and Fightful was able to obtain some more information about the game. We spoke with Virtual Basement about some tentative plans for the upcoming title, but don't expect it to be released imminently. They are taking their time. Virtual Basement told us, "We don't have a set target release date in mind yet, as this is a passion project and we don't want to rush anything," which is one of the main reasons why we're doing our best to self-fund the project and avoid publishers or investors. We plan on building the game in steps and pieces and potentially launching over time early access. I've now been making games professionally for over 11 years, but before that, I've been playing wrestling games for as long as I can remember. From No Mercy to Here Comes the Pain to Day of Reckoning, and it's finally the right time and moment for a new wrestling game that can create opportunity and an alternative. While we didn't get the specific name of the rep we were talking to, they also pointed out that many wrestlers have already signed on. Ken Shamrock, Enzo Amore, Matt Taven, Brian Pillman Jr., Alex Riley, JTG, and Shad Gaspard of Crime Time, Evan Bourne, Jonathan Gresham, Kenny King, Brian Cage, Bull Dempsey, Caprice Coleman, Shaheem Ali, Congo Kong, LSG, O'Shea Edwards, Falaba, and several more independent wrestlers. Right now, it looks like they will get paid based on how often they're downloaded, but that was not specified to us. No promotion has been specifically tied to the game, and it doesn't look like that's in the card as of now, but it could be. Virtual Basement said, quote, "We have not spoken or worked with any promotions directly. We're working with independent talent from all walks of life directly. This means past, present, and future professional wrestlers. We have a fantastic roster thus far that we're proud of and a lot of new surprises coming. There's a strong possibility down the line to include add-on content with various promotions, but as of right now, we're focusing on creating our own fictional brand to work with in the game while having the options to select various independent promotions and arenas. As for the roster, we have handpicked everyone thus far, and it has been a group effort of everyone involved reaching out to their contacts and friends. That is one of the biggest things we've noticed and love about this project is the genuine excitement for everyone involved." Now, connecting with pro wrestlers can be difficult at times, as some are still protective of the industry they're in. Fortunately, for Virtual Basement, the former Enzo Amore has helped out a lot. He went on the record saying he recruited several wrestlers to sign up for the game when he toured with Qatar Pro Wrestling. And we're not sure how this will go over, but he's also pushing for former WWF, WCW, and TNA writer Vince Russo to write a story for the game. Virtual Basement said, quote, "We don't have anyone consulting on the game, but I do have to give a shout out to Enzo since he's been a huge help thus far in connecting with people and general support behind the scenes." If you've taken a glance at WWE's own community creations over the last few years, you'd see a lot of the player models ended up looking better created by fans than the ones that 2K Sports actually had scanned into the game. Virtual Basement is taking a note from this, but unfortunately they don't have a community of thousands creating characters for them. They said, quote, "Since we're building all of our characters from scratch using ZBrush and other digital modeling tools, we're not using 3D scan technology. It takes us a bit longer, anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks per character depending on the complexity," end quote. We're told by wrestlers involved that they provided photos to the Virtual Basement team, and the characters were created from the ground up. Tattoos had not been added to player models as of mid-March, but the wrestlers that we talked to said they would be added eventually. Gameplay and execution has been a major sticking point for a lot of fans in recent years who have been frustrated with WWE's efforts. Now, you do have Fire Pro Wrestling, Retromania looks promising, but there is not that true 3D alternative. Virtual Basement is hoping to provide that while playing off of proven formulas that the video game wrestling fans have loved in decades past. They told us, quote, "Honestly, we're taking inspiration from various games and play styles that we're fans of over the years, but we're looking to focus on building a very strong foundation that is fun and polished and can be built and expanded upon as we like. For example, we plan on focusing on polishing the movement system first, as it should be as fun as possible just running around and interacting. Then we will build striking, reversing, grappling systems step by step on top of that core. If we had to give examples of the style of gameplay based on other games, I would say it's a mix of No Mercy, Here Comes the Pain, Day of Reckoning 2, and SmackDown vs. Raw 2011. Now, they are building this game from the ground up, and everything has to be created. The moves, the characteristics, all that has to be captured. Though some things are decided upon early, Virtual Basement is going to make sure that everything is smooth before your eyes land on it. Quote, "As for motion capture, we plan on doing a hybrid of hand animations and mocap depending on the situation. Something like taunts, for example, it makes sense to do as much motion capture for as possible, but for movesets and grappling, we may want to make sure we have that attention to detail of smooth transitions that only hand animation can achieve." Now, Fightful will keep you updated on any progressing news on this situation, this game, the release date, all that good stuff, so stay tuned to FightfulWrestling.com. Virtual Basement has seemingly had an open door with those who inquire about the game and seem very excited to make it. But how about you? Are you excited to play it? Are you excited to see what they have coming? Let us know in the comments below. Leave a thumbs up, subscribe, tap that bell for notifications, and make sure you keep it locked to Fightful.com, the most complete wrestling website there is.